Yeah, relationships are not my forte. Oh, yes. Yeah, the Triple E Beast. Boxing Basement here for his fans, as always. Yeah, like, because the haters, bloody blah, 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 blah. Likes don't cost nothing, not a thing, and I'm being demonetized because of a certain porcine pig. Pink pig. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, I'm going to do a full preview of the Big Bang Zhilei Zhang vs the the Juggernaut, Big Joyce, which is one heavy fight I'm very excited for. I've made a preview when they first announced it, and I'll do a full one obviously after the weigh-in, because you got to see, especially with the big men, what shape they look like. I mean, for example, when you saw Povetkin weighing against Dylan White for the second fight, he looked totally different. He'd been suffering from COVID, and his musculature had gone. Sure enough, he got ironed out. That was a big bet. I didn't bet on it. I didn't bet on that, and I know I should have done. I'm kicking myself, but this is the point. The heavyweights, especially, they give away a lot with how they look at the win, right? But my early thoughts, a few days before, I just seen the Big Bang Zhilei, in the UK. He was with that idiot, Big John Fisher. Big John, what, mate? Yeah, what, fella? Chinese prawn balls, chicken, salt and pepper, prawns, squid, chicken, Chinese, love it. That fat idiot. To be honest, you know what? I'm being a bit mean to him. I think it's quite good that he can have his little thing going on. It's cringe, isn't it? But and it's good that he gets on with his son Johnny. When Johnny make it as heavyweight, he's got the raw talent, the raw mechanics. He can punch. He's got a big head, which is easy to take a punch. He's obviously solid and determined, but he really lacks accuracy and fundamentals at this point. The accuracy is especially a worry because you've got to hit your target, man. But he's got plenty of time. But yeah, Big John, fucking hell, what a fucking legend Big John is, eh? He bet in Watford, yeah, they fucking love him. You can imagine all the geezers, fucking love Big John. I seen him down the Chinese the other day, didn't I? Fucking Blue Hawking, mate. Fucking great fella, and he, what a character. Had some selfies in it. He sat down, had with prawn balls, had this, that, and the other, all this chicken chow mein and all that thing, and yeah, and then we got the packet in. You remember that? Yeah, you remember that, Tyler? We got a couple of packets in. Chinese waiters weren't too happy, were they? When they caught us in the whole fucking John doing a fucking couple of nose ups, but fuck them. This is Watford. This is what we do, innit, mate? Yes. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. I hate them Essex tools, man. I apologise to anyone who's from Essex, because I'm sure they don't all act like prime bellends, but they're all swaggering around, aren't they? That tabby nonsense. It's all totally, top level. It's a skin level. They get off of what they live in their Dino boxes. They got everything on finance. Cars. They all got their fake tan. Their missus got their, their trackies, their big asses. It's just nasty. Sort of white trash consumerism. Obviously there's a lot worse. And I'm not saying all Essex people. I know some diamond geezers. No, I know some real nice earthy people in Essex, but it's a kind of Essex boy. You get them four lads that were in them skinny jeans. That kind of thing. But yeah. Apart from that, so I mean, I was talking about Zhang, weren't I? And you know what? I like the big bang a lot. I said that. Obviously, there's not a lot of big Chinese heavyweights. I ain't never seen Chinese man bigger than 5'8". You get me? And I used to go to Chinatown a lot. Feel me? They like to gamble. Back in the day, man, in Soho, Chinatown, you used to get them all the time, sitting there, playing gambling or just sitting there on Street Fight machine, plugging in pound after pound after pound. Smoking, you used to be able to smoke in those days in the arcades and wherever you wanted, like smoking. I missed that. There was soul in those arcades. There was soul, not like now everything's too clean cut. There was soul back in the day. But they don't like soul, the people that rule the world. They're trying to rip soul away from everything. But yeah, so the Big Bang, and I gotta say, like, also, you can see him get interviewed. He hasn't got very much English, right? But you can see the glint in his eye. He got a sense of humour. He can be quite funny, He's obviously quite likeable. And, like, looking on the Bosch, the Big John Bosch video, I'll tell you what, man. Zhang looked in good shape. Yeah, he's wearing clothes, but he's always had that slightly chubby look and a bit of a double chin, and Zhang. But he's trained hard for the fight. You can see the double chin's gone. There's no belly on him, so I'm looking forward to seeing the weigh-in. Obviously, he's 39. He's 39, right? And he had a long career, long amateur career. Joyce is also 37, I remember, but he only started boxing. He's 21 to lose weight at Earlsfield Boxing Club. Who would have thought that? Man come down to lose some weight. Then he won the gold medal. Well, they gave him the silver because they robbed him, but he's a gold medalist. Yeah? And now the man's ready, the Jugger Chad, to fight for the world heavyweight title if he wins against Zhilei. Zhilei's a big underdog, I agree. I think he gets 6-1 on Zhilei. I think that's reasonable, but let's see the shape he's in. I mean, I sometimes think that Zhang is almost like a Chinese version of Joyce in the sense that he's very big. He's got a big head. As I said, that means you can take a punch. Usually, he is a come forward fighter. He's got strong power. Yeah. The main difference is he has gassed a couple of times, whereas the big Joyce does not tend to gas, and that's one of his strengths. But they've both been down as amateurs. Interesting, even though they're known for their chin. Big Bang got put over by Gay J in the 2012 Olympics, but he got up to lose on points. That's probably the only fight that Gay J won clearly in that Olympics. He definitely lost to Camarelli. Roberto Camarelli. He lost to Camarelli. Erislandi Savon, the Cuban. Yeah, Ditchko was close, but I did think Gay J won that. But still, he's a fraud, Gay J. But yeah, and Joyce has been down against a Russian guy in the WSB whose name I can't remember. You know what? I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna have to find it. It's definitely not Kuzmin. He put down Wilder, I think. Let me find. No, I corrected myself wrongly. It was Kuzmin that knocked down Big Joyce, and I think it may be another guy, Babanin or Eli Demizerin from Turkey, a fat guy. But we all know that Joyce has a solid chin. He's known for it. And when you start off early on, anyone can get caught by a punch. Both those knockdowns, i.e. the Big Bang and Joyce, there were solid shots, but they got straight up and carried on. That's when a man can take a punch. You get me? Show me a man who's never been down on a heavyweight. All of them are cool. I think it's the only one who's ever existed. And I don't know, maybe he has been put down. I just don't know about it. But it's the only one I can think of in my head. So, I'm not worried about either of them being able to take a shot. They can both hand out shots, so that's the other thing that's interesting. And like I said, if the Big Bang has taken this very seriously and is in great shape, and looks like it. Apparently, went to the Chinese with Big John, and he had all healthy food while Big John was having prawn balls, salt and pepper chicken, fried squid, and all that chicken chow mein. Fat bastard. He's enormous, that Big John. I mean, he's 49, right? That man, blood clot. Come on, man. He talks about going on a diet. I mean, his son trains hard. He's got to say to him, listen, old man, you'll be dead in 5 years, you fat bastard, unless you that's fucking Chinese. So what's going to happen? I think Joyce should be the favourite. Should it be by as much as 6-1? I don't know. We'll wait for the weigh-in. I honestly think that'll make a big difference because Joe, what's his name, Big Zhilei, the Big Bang, I think won against Hrgovic. Hrgovic is a good fighter, but Hrgovic was something wrong with him that night. He looked like he was going to quit. Sometimes his head, he's like looking out the ring, but like I said, an in shape Zhilei Zhang up for it is a dangerous opponent for anybody. An in shape Zhilei might well knock out Gay J. Right? I think maybe 6-1's a bit long. I'll wait to the weigh-in to decide what I think will happen and whether to put a little bet on Zhilei, because there's no value on Joe, obviously. And I wouldn't, they're both bangers. They're both solid, but they're not, obviously there's a difference between a total explosive banger like Wilder or Mike Tyson. But yeah, these two are solid bangers, Like I said, you see, maybe not one punch, but you're going to feel that stuff, Parker got stopped by Big Joe. Again, I predicted that Daniel Dubum was maybe the great prospect. She was 3-1 plus. on Joyce. Again, I want a lot of money by the Joyce Keto. And the Big Bang, I don't know. I mean, can he be... which one's gonna hurt the other one most? I think they both have similar power and similar chins. I think the edge is Joyce's come forwardness, his relentlessness, his work rateness, and I think that'll be the difference. But I genuinely would not be hugely surprised to see Joyce win on points. You remember Dubon went 10 rounds. And Dubon could barely get out of the first round against Kevin Arena, a cruiserweight. And Joyce took 10 rounds to beat Dan Parker and Dubon, as I say. He wears them down generally, Big Joe. Can he wear down the Zhilei Zhang? I mean, that's the question. Obviously, Zhang has had problems with stamina. He gassed a bit with his Jerry Forrest, although he had kidney problems and there was some genuine medical problem there. But yeah, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying lay any money down and wait till the weight in. Yeah, and I'm not saying this is my final prediction. It isn't. I need to see what they look like at the weight in. But if Zhang is in the shape that I think he's in, I'm starting to think Joyce points. Peace.